I'm Sue from The Holistic Growth Coach, and today I wanted to talk about something that I see quite often, all the time, with holistic therapists and wellbeing practitioners, and that is something that I call productive faffing. Now, this is something I think most therapists go through at some stage, and let's see if you recognise yourself in this. And certainly I have been known to productive faff quite a bit in my career. So productive faffing is when you're constantly busy and you're doing things for your business and you feel like you're working on your business. If anybody is to ask you, I'm working on my business, I'm very busy, but deep down you're not really moving forward, you're not really getting clients in, but you're busy. So it might look like you're tweaking your website again, you've redesigned your logo, you may be making some nice Canva graphics, changing your colours, those sort of things. You might be enrolling on another course, thinking you'll add something else to what you offer. You may be watching endless videos and Googling, how can I build my business? You might be reorganising your office or planning things and actually not doing stuff that you need to be doing to get more clients in the door. And before you know it, weeks have gone by, months have gone by, and you're still in the same place. It's very frustrating because you haven't actually focused on the things that bring clients into your business. Now, I'm not saying those things are pointless. We all need to do those. They're things we need to do. Of course, websites matter. Of course, getting your branding right matters and getting your message across. And of course, adding CPD, new courses, can be valuable. But often, this is just being busy. And underneath all this busyness, there's something hiding there that you don't want to look at. And that's generally fear. It can be fear of being visible, even if you don't want to admit that to yourself. Fear of putting yourself out there because this is your business and it's very personal to you. And, I know how that feels. Fear of sounding salesy, because none of us want to sound salesy, do we? Fear of being judged, and sometimes just feeling overwhelmed. And this is very common, is you just don't know where to put your focus. You've got limited time and you just don't know where to focus. And honestly, I completely get this because most therapists, we're caring, thoughtful people. We usually got into this work because we wanted to help people, because we wanted to do the therapy, not because we want to market our business. That's generally, for most therapists, that's the tricky bit. But the truth is, if people don't know you're out there, if they don't know that you exist, they can't book an appointment with you and you can't help them. And often growing your business is actually much simpler than people think. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it comes down to doing certain things consistently, and that's actually the difficult bit, is the consistency. So it's about talking about the problems you can help with. It's letting people see the reality, the authentic self of you, the human behind the business. It's about posting regularly, of course, making clear offers so people aren't confused about what you do, and speaking to people and building trust by doing that. So it's not the endless faffing with things behind the scenes, it's those things that you do to get visible. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is because I think there's an awful lot of really excellent therapists out there and they're stuck in this cycle. And they give up. Sometimes they just give up and go back and get a day, another job, because they're not making it work. So they're talented, they're experienced, and they're genuinely good at helping people. They're brilliant at their therapies, but they're scattering their energy and they don't know which direction to look in to move forward. And they actively avoid the things that would grow their business. If this sounds familiar to you, please know you're definitely not alone. Sometimes the first step is just to recognise that you're doing it and then gently bring your focus back into doing the things that do matter. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more calm, practical advice for growing your therapy business, please subscribe because I'll be sharing more stuff in the future.